My mom looked me dead in the eyes at my dad's birthday dinner and said, "Learn from your sister. She sends us $3,500 every month. You ungrateful son." I opened my mouth to correct her. My dad slammed his fist and dared me to prove it by cutting them off. So I did, and 2 weeks later, my whole family showed up at my office like a SWAT team for my wallet. For most of my life, I was the easy kid they forgot about. My sister was the star. Her little wins got parades. Mine got a grunt and a "that's expected." My swimming trophies ended up in a dusty box. Her participation ribbon sat front and center in the cabinet because she needed encouragement. I left home fast, built a career in finance, and kept my distance. Not because I didn't care, because every phone call turned into a comparison I always lost. They called my job that little office thing. When my parents started struggling mortgage, bills, medication, I still couldn't let them drown. So I set up an anonymous transfer. $3,500 on the 15th every month. Enough to keep the lights on, not enough to make them suspicious. I told myself it was about being decent. Part of me also wanted to help without begging for love. Then the bank screwed up the label. My sister's name ended up attached to the deposits on their side. Suddenly, my parents were so proud of her. She stepped up, she saved the family, and she didn't correct them, not once. I heard the praise, swallowed it, and kept paying anyway, hoping silence would keep the peace. At my dad's birthday dinner, the good china came out, and my dad gave a toast about family loyalty. My mom steered the whole meal straight into their money problems. Then she aimed the knife and twisted. "Thank God for your sister's support," she said, loud enough to make it a lesson. "What do you even contribute?" My sister smiled that innocent little smile and said, "It's nothing. They raised me." I finally said it. That money has been me. My dad didn't ask for proof. He just exploded. "Don't steal her accomplishments," he shouted, like I'd robbed a bank. Then he leaned in and hissed, "Stop the payments then. See what happens." That night, in my childhood guest room, I opened my banking app and canceled the transfer. My finger didn't shake. My stomach did. I flew back to New York before sunrise and didn't pick up when my parents called. Their voicemails never said the money, just family responsibility and call us back. 18 days later, my doorman buzzed me. "Your sister's here." She barged in, eyes red, hair messy, suddenly allergic to her own perfection. She stared at my apartment like it was a crime scene. "So this is where you've been hiding," she snapped. Then she dropped the act. She didn't have her great job. She was drowning in debt and living with our parents. She'd even shown them fake statements so they'd keep believing she was the hero. "They finally looked at me the way they look at you," she said, like that was a justification. I stared at her. "They always forgive you," I said. "They just punish me for existing." 4 days after that, my assistant said, "There are 2 people out here. They say they're your parents." I walked them to a cafe because I wasn't doing this in my lobby. My dad didn't even sit before he started. "What did you do to the money?" My mom's voice shook. "We're having an emergency. The mortgage bounced." I took out the folder of statements and set it down. Then I called the bank on speaker. After that, the line connected, and my dad smirked. Next, I read the transfer verification numbers, one by one. The rep confirmed my name as the sender, every month, loud and clear. In the middle of that cafe, my mom's hands started trembling over the pages. My dad's face went gray, like someone unplugged him. Again, the rep repeated it, slower, like a child needed it. Silence hit the table like a second fist. I didn't gloat. I didn't need to. The truth did it for me. I told them I wasn't their automatic ATM anymore. If they needed help, they could ask me directly, for specific bills, with respect. No more anonymous money. No more worshiping my sister while spitting on me. My dad tried to puff up, but it came out small. My mom cried and kept whispering. All this time, they went home and finally asked my sister the questions I'd been swallowing for years. My sister texted a half apology that sounded like a corporate memo. My dad emailed me a real one that didn't sound like him at all. We weren't magically fixed, but the rules changed. I stopped paying to be loved. I started demanding to be treated like I mattered.